Speaking of skiing.
Exactly. A Colorado native and thrill seeker teaming up with one of the most respected names in skiing. Chris Anthony, one of the stars in Warren Miller's Flow State, is here to talk about the film's upcoming Colorado debut. Always great to see you.
It's so good to see you guys.
Thanks for coming in. This is the 63rd film that you guys have done. And can you give us a little background on Warren Miller?
It's amazing. You know, it's such a tradition with skiers, and for myself especially, I grew up, my parents, I think, started taking me there when I was in the crib. And,
that's your secret, okay.
It literally imprinted in my brain. And it was over there at City Park when Warren would actually introduce the film himself, and since then it's just become a tradition. And now we have 5 crews traveling the country. And of course, I think the best shows on the whole planet take place right here in Denver and Boulder. So we open up in Boulder on Wednesday, and then we come up here to the Paramount the next week, and then Lone Tree this year as well.
So you're showcasing, I mean, what are we looking at here? We're not just talking about the Colorado mountains, but you guys travel everywhere to do this film.
The formula of the film is that we take the film crew all around the world, collect a bunch of different athletes. This one particular is shot up in Alaska, and Ted Ligety is skiing in this segment. For those ski World Cup fans, U.S. ski team fans, Ted Ligety is one of the top ski racers in the world right now, and it's great. He actually takes a pretty good fall in this segment, and it could have been not too great for his career going down the road, but there's Austria's in the film, Switzerland and Norway. It's it's an amazing film. The couple segments up there in Alaska, and of course there's a segment right here in Colorado that I'm tied to that I think is very, very unique to the film, and it is a tribute to the 10th Mountain Division. So between the years of 1941 and 45, a division of the Army was created that supported winter warfare, but this is where our ski troopers were developed. And because of that, a lot of those guys came back from the war and created basically what our ski industry is today, including the founders of like Vail, A-Base, and Aspen. And we actually have one of our living mannequins in-house right here. And this is what he's wearing, all the classic stuff that the ski troopers wore during that period of 41 to 45. And as part of the film, we actually went up to Camp Hale, and myself and a couple other athletes put on the gear and tried to ski in it.
How was that?
It was not easy.
Fantastic.
Oh, I love it. There's just so much history. I think that's what's just fascinating about the film itself.
How do you keep them fresh? I mean, 63 films in. How do you do it differently?
You know, our editors, our cameramen are amazing, and what always steps it up is the camera angles and the editing. Of course, you have to always kind of come up with a different storyline for each segment. There's always endless locations, and I think eventually, we'll hit Mars or something like that once they find snow there. But there's still quite a few locations on the planet that we still need to go ski and film. And this year, the film always has a great message. It always gets the skiers excited for the season.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a good season this year.
We will.
And we do have, during the Denver premieres, during the Boulder premieres, there's always a lot of special events going on during the premieres. But we have a very special guest, a couple of special guests coming to the Denver shows. So, of course, we'll have a tribute to a couple of the vets from World War II that we'll bring up on stage. And I did a couple nights ago in Colorado Springs, standing ovation. It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
There was 4 of them. They're in their 90s, the original 10th Troop. And then down here in Denver, we have a couple of other surprises that are going to be making appearances at the premieres on November 16th, particularly.
Oh, great.
Plenty of don't try this at home moments.
Exactly.
Like a great film.
Thank you so much. Warren Miller's Flow State will be in Boulder this Wednesday through next Sunday at the Boulder Theater, then Denver on November 15th through the 18th at Paramount Theater, then in Lone Tree on November 19th through November 21st at the Lone Tree Arts Center. For more information on the film previews, click on the big red TV button on thedenverchannel.com.